Okay, it is December 14th, 2016, 1:41 p.m. Calling Scott Turner, Aitkin County Sheriff.
Aitkin Sheriff's Office, this is Melissa.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, super. Can't complain on a windy, cold, wintry day like today.
That is very true. Very true.
Yep. Are you in booking or you dispatch or?
I'm in 911 dispatch.
Okay. Is it possible to be transferred to booking, please?
Sure can. Just hang on the line here 1 second, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I just gotta see which. It looks like they're on the phone in there, but I want to make sure I get you to the right extension here. So.
Okay. Would Jennifer Twombly be a dispatch, or would she be a correctional?
She's a dispatcher.
She's a dispatcher. Okay. So Steve Moreland is too.
Yes.
Okay. That's I'm reading these reports here, and I see some names I'm not familiar with them. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, those are two of our dispatchers here. So,
okay.
Are you sure you're needing to talk to the jail? Is it something?
Yeah, I need to speak to the booking down there. I'm looking at a booking video, and I need some questions answered.
Okay. All right. Hang on the line here 1 second here. I don't know why my search. We got a new phone system, so it's. All right. Hold on the line.
Thank you.
Aitkin County Jail. This is Ben.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Not bad, yourself?
Well, super. Can't complain on a cold, windy, snowy day like today.
Right? Gorgeous out.
Yeah, that just like Minnesota.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. I've got some questions for you. This is booking, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm looking at a booking. Well, actually, I'm looking at a picture of booking video, and it's looking. Your camera, I take it, is behind your desk there.
Yeah.
And it looks out toward what looks like an office ahead of you, and then a row of cells to your, which would be your right if you're looking from your desk there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a door that goes to your left. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just want to know if that door is open or closed right now.
Closed right now.
Okay, because I'm looking at well, it's actually a picture of this video in which the door is propped open with a garbage can, the garbage can sitting on that cement bench that you have there.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be propped open?
Well, yeah.
It's a security door, right?
Well, yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. All doors are security doors, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my point. And when you do rounds, do you check all the cells, or do you skip some people's cells, or what's the proper procedure for that?
Looking at each one. Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Terry, T as in Tom, E-R-R-Y, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Okay.
And I'm looking at, again, this picture of this video, and it looks like a backpack sitting on, it's the cell next to, it looks like there's a row of switches there, and your thermostat, and I think there's a fire alarm up higher. It's the one, right next to that office, it looks like, the glass windows there.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, looks like a backpack hanging off of that, the door handle there. Are backpacks supposed to be hanging off of door handles?
Can I ask who you're calling from?
Where I'm calling from?
Yeah, part of an agency or?
No. I have this individual's jail data and his criminal investigative data, and he's got an active case, and I was helping him, with his case, because apparently there's all sorts of information missing, like squad video and audio recordings of him being at the hospital, because he required the deputy to get a warrant to do a blood draw on him, and there's dispatch traffic missing, because apparently this deputy went to a judge's house, and there's no proof that he actually went there, and the judge's...
Okay, well, let me get you my boss, all right?
Okay, who's your boss?
Carla White, jail administrator.
Okay, thank you.
All right, one moment.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hello, this is Carla.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemers. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Well, super. Can't complain on a cold, windy, blustery day like
Oh,
today.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyhow, as I was speaking to your officer Ben there, I have a picture that I'm looking at. It's a surveillance video of your jail on January 11th, 2016. I actually emailed you a copy of it. And there's a picture of your security door being propped open with a garbage can. The garbage can sitting on that cement bench in your booking, propping that security door open, and there's a backpack hanging on a jail cell in booking there, right across from that office there. And I was wondering if that's proper procedure, or if...
Who are you?
I told you my name is Terry Nemers.
Nemers?
Yes. I sent you an email. Did you get it? You should have my...
I haven't been at my office for a while.
Okay, I got...
Where did you send it to?
I sent it to your email address,
Okay.
kwhite at co.aitkin.min.us. That's your email?
Then I should have it, yep.
Okay, so anyhow, the picture's there, and I'm requesting some jail data too, because I'd like to get a copy of your Aitkin County Jail Adult Facilities Inspections Report, reports for the years 2007 through 2016. And I'd like to get some personnel data for like the corrections officers who are on duty on January 11th, 2016, like their names, employee identification numbers, their education, because...
Did you put all of this in your email?
Yes, it's all spelled out
So
there.
I
I'm
don't
just...
have to be trying to write it down?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
No, because it's all in the email.
Okay.
It's all there. And then I'd like to find out also, like the contact information for your sheriff's department's investigators, because I think this guy whose information I'm looking at, he may want to file a complaint because apparently his attorney isn't sending him all this information. He's had omnibus hearings. He was scheduled for trial in August, and you know what? He was here in, I think it was November. Yeah, it was November. And that was the first time you actually saw his video for like the traffic stop. And, I just spoke to him today, and, we didn't get a chance to look at his jail video. So I was explaining some of the things that were in there. So I'm thinking that maybe he wants to file a complaint, because I heard him saying that apparently on the video it says that he didn't have water in his cell, and he had been there for a while, and he was cold.
What inmate are we talking about?
Jesse Alvord, Alvord. You want the ICR number? I have that for you.
It's in the email you sent me to?
Yeah, I can tell it to you right now if you want.
Okay, what is that?
It's 1600001 Well, maybe I have an extra 0 in there.
Okay, but the last 3 are the 119?
Yeah, 119, yeah.
Okay, the only thing that aren't zeros are the 119. I can find it then. So.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
there's a CFS number 201000280.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a variety of different ways to find it. But anyhow, it's this jail data is some of the information that he received, even though there's apparently a vast amount of information missing from his case. Like during this informed consent, Jesse spoke to an attorney, and apparently the attorney advised him to tell your officer to get a warrant, and then after that, then apparently your officer Bennett ended the conversation, and even though it says in his incident report that he drove to the judge's home, there's no record of him driving to the judge's home, because I have the
what kind of record are you looking for that?
Well, like the dispatch logs and computer-aided dispatch for Deputy Keith Bennett's warrant trip to Judge Earl Moss's residence for Jesse Alvord's blood draw. Because he went to the hospital, but there's no audio or video for his transport there, nor his communication with the phlebotomist.
That's nothing that I would have.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just telling you that there's all sorts of this stuff that's missing. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I'm not saying that you're responsible for that information, but obviously he was transported from your jail to the hospital, and there's no proof there's no audio recording or video, because
I don't know that they would record that.
Well, I have other cases, the audio files where the individual is in the hospital and they accused him of, getting out of control and stuff like that. And I would think
that might warrant recording.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
I can't tell you why or what with that.
Well, I didn't say you could. I'm just explaining, my confusion here. You see what I'm saying? Because again, I'm trying to figure out why the attorney, his public defender, which your county apparently pays, wouldn't want to send.
That's a state office, so.
Well, I was looking at some.
But I don't know what our county pays to them or not, so.
Right, I was looking. I actually have some of the payments to the attorney in the email that I sent, because if your county is paying for this, then maybe Jesse would want to have an investigation into maybe submitting fraudulent bills, because Jesse's requested all his information, which of course is his property, and the attorney doesn't want to release it to him.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I'll have to go read the email you sent and see what I can contribute, because a lot of this sounds like something that is not within my scope.
Well, I didn't say it was. I understand you're the jail administrator, so you're limited to, corrections officers and that type of stuff. But, if Jesse wants to get a copy of all his jail data, would he be contacting you to get that information?
He'd have to send the request in writing.
Okay. And all your files are.
Be specific as to what he wants.
Well, I think he's going to want anything and everything that you have in your possession on his stay there, and because he was telling me some things too, that apparently he was a urinalysis was gotten from him under false pretenses. Because apparently some guard came up and told him that they wanted it for the judge, and then they came back and told him that they needed another one, and he says that they told him the first one was for the officer, and he says, well, I didn't give the officer permission to have it, so.
Okay, I guess I would have to look into that too.
Right. So that's the thing, that's what I'm thinking. He just needs anything and everything that he's got. If you do use Zurcher.
Yes.
Okay, so all those documents should be in searchable PDF format, and so it should be no big deal to.
You'd have to request in writing.
Well, I understand that. Sign it and maybe provide a proof of identification, but I'm just saying there shouldn't be any problem. Like, say, if he has phone calls to attorneys or phone calls, private phone calls, all that information should be easily to be put onto a disk and and mail to him, or he could pick it up, right?
Yeah, there'd be a fee for...
Well, I understand that.
Depending on the amount of information that's available.
Well, actually, it's based on whether he's the subject of the data, and you can only charge him the actual cost of
That's how we charge anyone.
What's that?
We just charge per page, so it would just depend on how many we have.
Well, again, this is he'd want electronic data, so all you have to do is just transfer the electronic data onto a DVD. So he doesn't want anything printed out or rescanned.
Right, well, I guess I don't know what that's going to cost. I don't do the fee schedule, so.
Right, but well,
I'm just saying. Data and.
Right, I'm just saying that according to state statute, he's the subject of the data.
We don't charge anyone exorbitant amounts of money. I mean, that's 25 cents a page. It's not.
Right, but again, he's not asking for paper data.
I have no idea what a disc is going to cost.
Right. Well, the actual cost of a DVD is around 2 cents, so it shouldn't be too much.
There's also time and effort too.
Well, actually, you can only charge him. You can't charge him for searching.
I don't know what it's going to cost. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, that's fine.
With one of our records people on that.
Well, that's fine. I'm not saying that you're an expert on it, but I expect it to be.
You don't have to state statute to me. I'm well aware of what we can charge.
Okay. All right. Anyhow, that's what I was trying to find out. Would your sheriff happen to be in the office today?
I do not know. He's in another part of the building. I can transfer you over.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Begin recording your message at the tone. When you have finished, you may press the pound key or hang up.
Yes, Sheriff Turner, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I just got done speaking with your jail administrator, White, there. I sent her and you an email on Wednesday, December 14th, 2016, 1:41 p.m., send it to scott.turner@county.aiken.min.us and to sheriff2@county.aiken.min.us. And attached onto the data request is a picture of apparently your jail personnel not checking prisoners during rounds. There's a backpack hanging off of a jail door. There's a security door that's propped open with a garbage can. And my understanding was that Jesse said that he didn't have water turned on into his cell. This is all part of this jail data. Jesse's got an active case 01CR1629, and then a civil case 01CO1613. So I'm thinking that maybe Jesse's going to be requesting all his jail data, because I heard some disturbing things too. Apparently, he was you received a urinalysis from him under false pretenses, and of course I'm going to need the incident or your jail facility reports for the years 2007 through 2016, and of course the personnel data for a variety of these officers and corrections officers who are apparently not doing their job there. And also the contact information for your Aiken County Sheriff's Department investigators, contact information for the person responsible for corrections and detention data, and dispatch logs and computer-aided dispatch logs for Deputy Keith Bennett's warrant trip to Judge Earl Moss's residence for Jesse Alvord's blood draw. That was on 1/11/16. Again, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Thank you. Bye. Okay, Monday, December 19th, 11:43 a.m., calling the Aiken County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, how you doing today? That's good. Say, I'm looking at some old information. Is your chief deputy or undersheriff still John Drahota?
Rahota, yep.
Oh, okay, is he available, or your sheriff Scott Turner available?
Hold on, please.
Thank you.
It's a voicemail of Under Sheriff John Rahota with the Aitkin County Sheriff's Office. I am currently out of the office or away from my desk. If you wish to leave a message, please do so after the tone. Thank you.
Begin recording your message at the tone. When you have finished, you may press the pound key or hang up.
Yes, Under Sheriff John Drahota, Aitkin County Sheriff's Department. This is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I was speaking with the Riverwood personnel there at the Riverwood Healthcare Center about this apparently wild and outrageous story by your deputy there for case number 01CR1629, State of Minnesota versus Jesse James Alvarud. And I was explaining how apparently, even though Jesse apparently admitted to smoking marijuana 3 or 4 hours or a few hours before the stop at 1:30 in the morning, your deputy magically, mysteriously disappeared off the radar there after ending this implied consent at 3:57 a.m. and then magically and mysteriously appeared at the hospital at 7:30 in the morning to do a blood draw. Now, I'm trying to figure out what happened all this time in between, because according to the police report, he drove to the judge's home, which is 40 some miles away in Baxter, yet there's no record of him driving to Baxter and back. And I think even if he drove there at 4 o'clock in the morning, he'd certainly be back before 7:30 in the morning. So that's why I'm trying to find out, why he didn't fax this information, this warrant information to the judge or email it to him. And, that's what Riverwood was kind of confused about, because it didn't really make any sense to them either. So that's what I'm trying to find out. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye.